News Talk WOKV presents You Decide 2012. A look at today's top election stories in Florida and the First Coast. Here's WOKV's Jeremy Ratliff.
A top election story, 2 Romneys in 2 days. Mitt Romney making his second Jacksonville visit in 2 weeks for a fundraising stop, also responding to the deadly attack on a U.S. ambassador and 3 others in Libya.
The attacks in Libya and Egypt underscore that the world remains a dangerous place and that American leadership is still sorely needed.
And the woman who hopes to be the next First Lady stopped on the First Coast yesterday to salute the troops and remember the victims of 9/11, also noting the importance of Florida to the 2012 race. And we have 2 major developments in the battle for your ballot. First, as the statewide effort to purge voting lists continues, about 500 voters have been removed from Duval voting rolls because they're either convicted felons or have mental illnesses. Florida's Secretary of State says expect to see more names removed as they identify non-U.S. citizens. Duval Supervisor of Elections Jerry Holland is in Orlando right now getting new information on that Homeland Security list. Also, the early voting fight is moving to a Jacksonville courtroom. The state wants the federal okay to shrink the number of early voting days to 8. Congresswoman Crane Brown wants the schedule to stay at 14 days, saying this will impact black voters. State Congresswoman Mia Jones agrees, calling the move voter suppression and saying it's not a conspiracy theory.
In order to make sure that they had the opportunity to reduce those numbers and to cut down on those numbers, they made sure they put things in place to reduce the number of days that we would have for early voting.
A hearing for Brown's lawsuit is set for September the 19th. Clay County GOP Chairman Leslie Dewar is among the state Republican leaders against more early voting days, saying it will be disruptive and hamper get-out-the-vote efforts.
I'm WOKV's Rich Jones in the Social Media Center. Our question for you today, do you agree with the changes to Florida's voting laws? Will this help or hurt efforts for a fair election? Leave your thoughts on our Facebook page and Twitter feed. Just search WOKV News.
We're counting down the days until the election and continuing to bring you the latest election coverage that matters to you. On air at AM 690 and 106.5 FM, online at WOKV.com, and on Facebook and Twitter. More First Coast and Florida campaigning on tomorrow's You Decide 2012.